Welcome to Resi Studio. Let us dive in my first analysis with Genshin Impact and my approach to make a prototype similar to the game. Now, what drew my attention to Genshin Impact is the way that UI inputs are placed and how PC feel it is when you're playing this game on mobile. So let us see some footage me playing the game on my iPad and see the first scene that caught my attention. So at a glance, we have a joystick to control the character, a touch-based scroll to control the camera, and if the player is moving by scrolling left or right on the screen, you control the player's rotation. At the far down right side of the screen, we have buttons that allow us to attack, jump, and cast abilities. If you keep pressing the attack button, you will have a chain or something like a combo attack of the selected player you're using. Now, how did I approach this type of mechanic in Unity? For the character movement, I went directly to install Cinemachine to my project. Now, Cinemachine has tons of demo scenes showing different project scenarios where you can apply this package. One of the demos, called the Free Look with Collider, is behaved like a third-person camera controller. So this one was the closest to the movement that Genshin Impact uses on some of the characters. And now once I play around with this package, I understood everything, how everything works. I downloaded a basic character from Mixamo and together with some basic animation. Once I had the third-person character controller working, I then dive into the mobile input. So by using the new input system, adding the joystick was very easy. All I did, I just drag a joystick image and using the on-stick script from the new input system, I can tell it to behave like a regular left joystick of any gamepad, and it automatically moves my player. The one that took me time to figure it out was the touch input for the camera. I could have done the same as a joystick and used a UI panel and made it behave like the right stick of the gamepad, but I will lose the camera feel of Genshin Impact, in which the camera moves according to your fingers movement. For the camera input, I decided to do a script that holds a Unity event called onDrag, and I'll attach this script to the UI panel. The onDrag event allows me to have different types of data when my finger or your mouse is pressing on the panel and moving on it. With the combination of the legacy touch input, I send the X and Y input to Cinemachine when I'm moving my finger, and if I stop moving my finger, the input turns to 0. I have another script on my third-person character camera that will receive the touch input. The script also communicates with the UI so that the player can change the speed or the sensitivity of the camera to their liking. So, and additionally, the input will work if you're using a Bluetooth controller and the touch input with your mobile. In order to approach the mechanic of the attack, I use state machine behavior for the animation. The state machine reads out the player input from a script when it presses the designated button for the attack. Depending on the time that has passed between pressing the button, the state machine will determine if to continue to the next attack animation, or if from the attack state go to the idle or run state. So once I have the basic of what caught my eye on Genshin Impact, there will be the character movement, the camera rotation using touch input, and the melee combo system, which I'm proud of that one. Now with a little touch of a little terrain, a few assets, and a few sound effects or some footsteps, this is how I finish my project. So this is my take on how I tackle the mechanics of Genshin Impact here on Unity. Now, this kind of projects allows me to understand better and to improve as a game developer and also as a programmer. Now for the next one, I'm still in the thinking of which is the next mechanics that I want to tackle in and try to improve on it. So thank you so much for sticking around for the video. If you have any doubts or any comments, please leave it out in the comments below so I can read it up and improve my content. This project is actually on my GitHub repository, so link in the description below. So thank you for being here. Until the next one, have a lovely day.